Hey everybody, today's the day that I get my biopsy done. I'm at the hospital and I'm waiting to go into the appointment and I will be back with you guys in a moment. Okay, so now I'm in the dressing room to get my biopsy done and I'll have to put this on. I'm a little nervous, but I got this. I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit, okay? Hey everybody, I am home. I just got my biopsy done. I'm a little tired, a little sore. The procedure was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think uh, most of the fear came from the unknown, not knowing. Um, you are not allowed up there, Missy. um, so a little bit about the procedure for anybody who has to go through it or may have to go through it. Do not be afraid. Let me say that first and foremost. Also, what was explained to me was when a doctor schedules you for a biopsy of the breast, they have certain levels of expectancy of cancer. And A4 is the smallest suspecting of cancer is A4, which means it's like a 2% chance it could be cancer. Very, very, very low risk. And that's what I had. I had the 2%. So that actually helps ease your mind a little bit. So if you're scheduled for a biopsy, look to see in your health charts or ask the doctor what level of expectancy or what level risk of cancer might it be. So I go in. You're not allowed to wear deodorant. You're not allowed to wear any lotions or anything that can infect the site. So basically, you just get a shower, get dressed, and you go to your appointment. Okay. Well, went to my appointment. They make you undress just your top. They make you take everything off. You wear a pink robe, supporting breast cancer. That was cute. They make you wear a pink robe. You leave it open in the front. So you go in and you'll talk to the nurse and she'll give you a blood pressure test. She'll test your blood pressure. She'll ask you a few questions. And then the doctor will come in and have you sign a thing, stating that you're able to be seen or whatever, and they can bill your insurance, whatever the case may be. Anyways, after that, you go into the same room that they do the imaging as far as a sonogram type thing. You'll lay on the table. Depending on what side you're getting a biopsy on, mine was the right. So they have a wedge that they put under your back, so you're like kind of laying on your side. My doctor was very nice, very helpful. She was so sweet. She talked me through the whole procedure. The instrument that they used was and I'm not trying to scare nobody, but it was probably about as big as a meat thermometer. That's the best way I can describe it, except it has a button and it clicks they use that to draw out the skin, or not the skin, but the tissue that they want to, get tested for the cancer or whatever. So they numb that, they clean it, they'll clean that area. They do a sonogram to see where they're going into. And then once they do the sonogram, they'll alcohol you, rub you down, make sure that area is super clean. She has 2 assistants in her with her. They use multiple numbing agents and needles. Like I guess there's different ones that they use. Anyways, they numb you up. You can feel like a little pinch from the needle. Not very much, but enough to know that they're there. After they numb you up, I guess that's when they stick. I didn't look. I turned my head. I didn't want to see it because I would have panicked. The thing is kind of big, but you don't feel it. You really don't. If you're lucky enough to have such a nice doctor like I've had, I went to the McKeesport Hospital, and they have their office is McGee. It's actually McGee, but they're stationed inside McKeesport Hospital for people who can't travel all the way to McGee. So she's very, very nice. She talked me through the procedure. She asked me, if I feel any pressure, if I felt any pinching or anything, to let her know so she can make me more comfortable. The procedure didn't last very long. I would say the initial procedure was only like maybe 7 to 10 minutes. But the prep, the questioning, the blood pressure to get me prepared for it and everything, that's what took so much time. And then after that, after you get it done, okay, so the needle, the syringe that takes out your the tissue, they also put a marker. It's called a marker. It's like the size of a grain of rice, and it's to mark the area that they took the sample from, so that they know, like, if you ever have to have it done again, or any mammogram you ever have, they'll know, like, hey, there was an issue there, but it's okay, whatever the case may be. Results will come back in about, they say 3 to 6 days or 5 to 7 days, business days. If you have the health tracker, it might come back sooner. But they'll call you whether it's good or bad news. But anyways, after they insert the tracker, and she'll put pressure, she'll push down on there so there's no bleeding afterwards. They'll bandage you up or whatever. And then you go and you get another mammogram. The mammogram is to make sure that you don't have any excess bleeding or anything, going wrong in there after they take the syringe out that they took the sample from. Like I said, I didn't feel anything. Even with the mammogram, it wasn't an uncomfortable feeling or anything. It was okay. It was decent. It wasn't that bad. I was really scared. I was definitely scared beforehand, but I was trying to be calm. I'm a firm believer in my faith. So I did give it to God, but I'm human. I'm still going to be a little nervous. And like I said, it was kind of like just fearing the unknown, like not sure what it was going to feel like, if it was going to hurt, anything like that. Like, I think that's what I feared. They reassured me that they don't think that it's cancerous, which would be a blessing. Whatever the results are, I'll be prepared. I'm okay. So, after you get your mammogram done, you put your robe back on, they'll take you out, and then you'll go see the nurse again. The nurse will they'll do your blood pressure again to make sure blood pressure is okay. And then she'll explain to you aftercare, and then she'll wrap around your chest. As you can see, my chest looks flat right now. But they'll wrap an ace bandage around your breast to hold the bandage in place and to kind of put pressure on there so you're not bleeding. And, the do's and don'ts. She explains the do's and don'ts and the aftercare. And once you're comfortable with anything, if you have any questions, she'll answer it. She gives you your information. She does put an ice pack in there. And she'll tell you when you go home to keep ice on it. Like, keep ice packs on it for like 20 minutes every 2 hours. There should be some bruising. There might not be bruising. I mean, she'll tell you all that, but all in all, I just wanted you guys to go along with my journey on this. There's going to be a part 3 to this, and that will be the results of the biopsy. But as you can see, I'm okay. I'm just tired. I'm just a little bit tired. I am sore. It kind of feels like you got punched in your chest a little bit, but that feeling is like right here. I guess from the numbing and stuff, I don't know. But all in all, the procedure was it went very well, and it wasn't anything to be afraid of. I'm only 44 years old. I'll be 45 this year. So anybody who's actually scared to get this done, I had a very strong support group. I had my fiance, he's being my backbone through all of this. His dad and his stepmom. His stepmom went through a lot, and she was kind of my encouragement. First and foremost, like I said, I'm a firm believer in God. Jesus Christ was our Lord and Savior. So I know I was okay because I definitely had God with me. I had my fiance. Um, I had his dad speak to me because when I had my mammogram done and they told me that they wanted to do a biopsy, I came home. I was out with my daughter that day, but after I came home, I cried, and I was so scared. I was crying because I was like, the what if started popping into my head. Like, what if I have cancer? What if I got to get, what if I got to go through the same thing my mom went through? And it's scary because if you've ever seen somebody have cancer and actually pass away from cancer, which I have multiple times, it's a scary thought. I mean, a scary thought, period. But when you actually see somebody physically go through, the chemo and the radiation and, seeing their bodies just change, like that's scary, you know what I mean? So, all in all, it, I was scared, but like I said, his dad got on the phone with me. He said, "Don't you do that. Why are you crying?" And I told him, that also I had to burp, that I was scared, and that I was just scared, and then he further on told me that, his wife been through it and she actually beat breast cancer. Thank God for that. But, just knowing that somebody else went through it and told me how the procedure went and everything, it calmed me down so much. So, my support system was my fiance, his dad, his stepmom, my daughter's son. Oh my goodness, my daughter's fiance. I was about to cancel my appointment, and he was just like, "No, mom. If what would you say if it was us?" And he's right. And she's pregnant, and I want to be around for my grandkids. So my little peanut. So I kept my appointment, and they were definitely behind me to keep going. So I'm thankful to have them in my corner. My sister, my family members, everybody who said prayers for me. Like I had a lot of people saying prayers for me. My my girls at work, like, get down, mama. She's so bad. But my girls at work, from my boss, Miss Lynn, to Megan, to Amber, Dee, one of my best friends, like, all of them, they text me this morning and told me, good luck, think positive, you got this, and it feels so good to have people behind you to know that they care enough to even just say, you got this, you're good, positive thoughts, prayers, and I appreciate everybody, and I'm so glad that I had such a good support system that I don't know if I still would have been so calm going through this if I didn't have everybody. But my video, the reason why I did this journey publicly is because I want women of all ages to know that a mammogram is uncomfortable. It does not hurt. It's uncomfortable. But if you could do something that takes maybe 2 hours of your life to live the rest of your life, why not do it? I encourage people to go I encourage women, all shapes, sizes, colors, whatever. If you feel you need a mammogram, just go get it done. Don't be scared if they tell you, they find extra tissue, a mass, anything. Just do it. And if they tell you you need a biopsy, don't let them words scare you. Know that I've been through it. Like I said, I'm 44 years old. This is the second mammogram I had within 3 years, and it's not as scary as you're amping yourself up for it to be. The procedure went very well. Like, it was a walk in the park for real. Like, it did not hurt. The instruments looked a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. But I turned my head, and my doctor, she was very nice. She BS'd with me, asked me some questions, where did I live, and about my tattoos and stuff, so she kept my mind focused on other things. And before I knew it, she was like, "Okay, honey, you're done." And it's just, I just want to inspire other women to just get it done. Like, if you need it done, get it done. Don't think automatically that it's cancer. Don't speak that into existence. Just think like, I'm going to get it done. That's it. Just go and get it done. Don't get yourself worked up about it, because I did. I was crying. Like, I was so upset. And I was like, you know, most people will be like, God, why me? Questioning God. But I didn't. I'm like, okay, this is just another test. And I'm going to pass it. And even if the test results come out to be that it could be cancerous, I'm still going to walk with my faith. I'm still going to thank God every day for everything that He blessed me with. And I know that I could beat it. So, this video is just to encourage every woman to go get your mammogram. I think they start at 40. Go get your mammogram. It's either 40 or 40-ish. I'm not sure, but you can check up with your doctor with it. Go to your OBGYN and ask them, what age did you start getting mammograms? Breast cancer is not hereditary. So even if you had somebody pass away in your family from breast cancer, that does not mean, if your mom did, that doesn't mean you will. It's not hereditary. It just happens. So there's different reasons why people, men get it too. Don't think that men can't, because men have a chest. It's just not boobish. They ain't just got the extra junk we got. But men can also get breast cancer. Not breast, but chest, nipple-ish, I guess. But I just encourage you to just go ahead and get it done. Don't be afraid. Find out all you can. You can Google, you can ask doctors, but go to your OBGYN and ask them when you start receiving mammograms. And if you never had one, I would get one and then go back 6 months later so they can have something to compare it to, and then just go from there. But I thank everybody who's thank you to everybody who's following me through my journey. I thank everybody for their prayers and kind words. I've had, like I said, from YouTube to TikTok to Facebook to everywhere, just being out in public, everything. I've had such good feedback and such positive feedback that, like I said, I thank everybody. And to my fiance, to his dad, to his stepmom, my daughter, my son-in-law, sister, brother-in-law, to all my co-workers. Like, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being such a support to me. And of course, I thank God. I thank you so much for being there and loving me and taking and giving me second chances, third chances, fourth chances. That's the good thing about being God's child. We can mess up and still ask for forgiveness, and He'll do it. So thank everybody. I will be back with part 3, a video part 3 of the results. So stay tuned. You can get this video on YouTube, and you can also check out my TikTok. YouTube is PK78, and my TikTok is Roberta Pumpkin Paxton, ROBERTA, Pumpkin PUNKIN, Paxton PAXON, on my TikTok. So check out my stuff, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, and may God bless you and keep blessing you. And everybody have a good day.